Good afternoon and welcome to the 2021-2022 Leadership Induction Ceremony. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome everyone who is joining us today through the live stream and the students, teachers and staff who are joining us live in the hall. My name's Olivia Langley and this is B. Julian and we are the school vice captains for 2022. Today we gather to recognise students who have been selected to lead and represent the school.
On behalf of the school, we are extremely pleased to recognise and mention that the contribution of each and everyone present here has excelled in school and themselves. So I thank you all for having come together and supporting pupils and our efforts at this ceremony. We would now like kindly to ask you to stand up to the welcome Nadia Yassin and Mr. Thomas McCorkadale to the stage to perform the national anthem, followed by the acknowledgement of the country by Will Calvert.
Australians, oh let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea, our land about in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair in joyful strains, and let us sing advanced Australia fair.
On behalf of Cronulla High School, we want to acknowledge the Darrell speaking people, the traditional custodians of the land which we are gathered here today. We thank them for the care that they have showed for the environment, and we give our promise that we'll try to follow the example they have set for us. We pay our respects to their families and their elders, past and present.
Please be seated. Thank you, Mr. McCorkadale, Nadia and William. We would now like to welcome Mr. Tony Ibrahim to the stage to do the Principal's Address.
I'd like to extend a warm welcome to the family and friends who have been able to join us online today to celebrate the induction of the 2021-2022 School Prefects, Student Representative Council, the Creative and Performing Arts Captains and Sports Captains. Despite the fact that we had to run the Prefect nomination, Prefect speeches and voting online due to lockdown, the number and quality of candidates was still exceptional. The recorded speeches actually gave me an opportunity to listen to the speeches more than once. I think it is very important to thank all those students who had the courage and confidence to nominate, even knowing that they may not be successful in gaining a position. Too often people are hesitant in coming forward as a leader because they either do not want the responsibility that goes with such a position, they fear failure, or even being put down by their peers. So to all the students who nominated for the position of Prefect, we commend you for having the courage and conviction for coming forward as leaders of the school. Being elected as a senior school prefect is indeed a great honour. It is something you will always carry with you, and I am sure you will look back at this time with great pride and fond memories. I have always been very interested in leaders and, more importantly, how they go about performing their important job. Leadership is a practice as well as a skill. Leadership is something we do with, unto, and on behalf of others. The pandemic over the last 2 years has seen the best and worst in leaders both in Australia and around the world, be they presidents, prime ministers, health officials, or business leaders. We have seen examples of leadership that stretches from inappropriate to incompetent, from courageous to decisive, and from heart-centred to community-minded. The pandemic has seen many of these leaders at times make mistakes. I, for one, can live with this as long as they are willing to admit them, own them, and seek to do better next time. Unfortunately, this is not always the case for some of our leaders. And if there's one piece of advice that I can give to our new school leaders, is that do not be afraid to admit your mistakes, because this will make you a better leader moving forward, as people will trust you more and more, and they are more likely to continue to follow you. To our new school captains, Charlotte Laprini and Fabian Gustafsson, and our vice captains Olivia Langley and B. Julian, you are all charged with the responsibility of leading the rest of the prefects in the coming year. You will be called upon to perform such duties as running morning assemblies, hosting formal school assemblies, participating in Anzac Day, giving a weekly talk on morning assembly. These types of duties will at times challenge you and even take you out of your comfort zone, but it is all a learning curve and an opportunity to grow both as a person and as a leader. The Student Representative Council provides valuable training for participating students as they learn their strengths and weaknesses and what it takes to become an effective leader. Much of the work done by the SRC goes unnoticed, but it is very important and greatly appreciated. I would like to thank and congratulate the outgoing members of the SRC for their efforts and leadership over the last year. Congratulations to our new SRC members who will perform various leadership duties both around the school and within our community. Congratulations to Alessandra Bold on being elected as the new SRC President. The new Creative and Performing Arts captains are charged with the responsibility of continuing to promote our very talented performing arts students in dance, drama and music in the wider community. I know that both captains, Sierra Mancuso and Tate Hankinson, will do a great job. As our new sport captains, Alexa Gibson and Mackenzie O'Regan, are worthy choices as both have represented the school in a variety of sports at various levels. I'm sure that both will be more than capable as sport leaders. Once again, congratulations to the new Prefect body, the Student Representative Council, and the Creative Performing Arts and Sports captains. Remember, a good leader leads by example. A good leader must be willing to get their hands dirty. One of the most important things that we can do as leaders is to serve the people or the community
2021-2022 Cronulla High School sports captains. I would like to extend my sincere congratulations to all leadership inductees. The sports captain's role is to be an active member of the Prefect team to uphold and promote the school's reputation both on and off the sporting field, to inspire and encourage the next generation of athletes. I'm excited and confident that both recipients will far exceed our expectations within the role. Both recipients are extremely passionate and enthusiastic about sport. They have and continue to demonstrate characteristics that we all should aspire to. These include dedication, discipline, resilience and hard work. They are not only extremely committed athletes, they are two individuals who are highly respected amongst their peers and teaching staff at Cronulla High School. Without further ado, it is my honour to welcome to the stage the Cronulla High School sports captains, Alexa Gibson, and unfortunately Mackenzie O'Riordan is away today. I will now ask the Performing Arts and Sports captains to recite the Leadership Pledge. I pledge to perform my duties to the best of my ability. I will be fair and just in my dealings with fellow students. I will set an example of leadership which upholds the ideals and traditions of our school. Could you please put your hands together to congratulate the Performing Arts and Sports captains.
Thank you and congratulations to our Kappa and sports captains. We now have a musical performance by Isabel Mann, Josh Mann and Connor Phelan performing Deantown by Wolfpack.
Thank you, Isabel, Josh and Connor. We would like to now welcome Miss Christina Stradi, the Year 12 Year Advisor, and Mr Tony Ibrahim to present the certificates.
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to announce the 2021-2022 school captains, vice captains and prefects. This leadership team has already demonstrated their unwavering dedication and enthusiasm in upholding the values of our school, and we look forward to seeing their leadership flourish this year. I would like to welcome to the stage our female school captain, Charlotte Laprini. Our male school captain, Fabian Gustafsson. Vice captain, Olivia Langley. And vice captain, B. Julian. And our prefect body, Stephanie Franks. Elena Hales. Tyler Madden. Tara Napa. Callan Scott. Eliane Toman. Harris Vandenberg is unable to be with us today, so our final prefect, Ava Wilson. Please join me in congratulating our 2022 prefect team. So our prefects cohort will now recite the prefect pledge. I pledge to perform my duties as a prefect to the best of my ability. I will be fair and just in my dealings with my fellow students. I will set an example of leadership which upholds the ideals and traditions of our school. Thank you. Please congratulate our 2022 Prefect body.
Hello, students, teachers, peers, family and friends watching from home. My name is Fabian.
And my name is Charlotte, and we are the proud Cronulla High School captains for 2022. We would like to congratulate the rest of the year's new vice captains, Olivia Langley and B. Julian, as well as the rest of the prefect body, sports captains, Kappa captains and SRC.
We thoroughly believe that alongside the strong body of school leaders, our time working together will be nothing short of remarkable.
Our time at Cronulla High School has given us many opportunities to give back to the school and the surrounding community.
When being proposed the question by our teachers and deputies, when we stand above and in front of our peers, how do we plan to lead them? We thought to ourselves, we don't plan to stand above, in front or higher above anyone.
But standing with, beside and among our peers is how we plan to guide others through their years of high school, as we have seen and learnt from our Principal Mr Ibrahim and deputies, and particularly Cronulla High School's 2021 captains, Celestine Cheek and Kai Fowler.
Being a school leader is not merely about the title, but the execution of the role, whilst also one of the most rewarding opportunities we have been rewarded, and one we certainly plan not to let slip by without making the difference we are capable of making.
Standing in front of a school as big and diverse as Cronulla High School requires vision, inspiration, strategic and critical thinking, interpersonal communication, self-awareness, open-mindedness, responsibility and dependability.
And most certainly, Cronulla High School's three most important values, charity, humility and dignity, which Charlotte and I promise to strive towards achieving it every day.
Thank you.